Okay, greetings everyone. This is First Centurion 753 with the next episode of Geopolitical Simulator 4, Power and Revolution. Return to the golden age of Greece. In the last episode, I think we worked on developing some energy resources here. Lots of wind farms here on these islands. Cheaper costs to build them on land than on sea. So, and they should be bringing in a pretty decent amount of energy. Those things will be completed in 120 days. That is approximately 4 months from now. So we're at October. Looks like February, right? Yeah, February is when those will be completed. The other construction project that we're working on right now is a airbase here on the island of Rhodes. That's going to take a little bit longer, and we were waiting for the airbase before we started to take action, but I think we might want to take action sooner than later. So the debate right now is whether or not I want to intervene before that airbase. That airbase does give us better logistics and closer range to Middle Eastern targets, which we're going to be hitting if we intervene in the Middle East. But we do also have our naval forces here, submarines and cruisers. Right now I don't have access to the island of Cyprus. One thing I could try to do is possibly get a rights of passage for land. I currently have rights of passage for air and sea with Turkey, but if I do a rights of passage per land, or maybe even allow, see if we can like build bases there. If like we let them build bases on ours, maybe they'll let us build bases there. So, do I want to meet with Turkey? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get a meeting request with Turkey. See if we can become closer integrated with the Turks and maybe gain access to this, which right here is called Turkish Cyprus Not Recognized. There you go. So I guess if we change the dynamics and start to recognize them, maybe that'll help us in our Middle Eastern intervention. So I'm gonna take a shot at that real quick. The conflict, the tension between Syria and Turkey has died down, so it does not look like we're going to intervene there. Also, if you notice, what is that? They're actually building something here. They're reconstructing the city. A couple cities that are reconstructing here. Syria is under reconstruction, so I'm not sure they want to get involved in any conflicts. Also, if you notice, the Syrian Kurdish Renaissance seems to have been vanquished as well with the Muslim Brotherhood. So it looks like Syria has been stabilized, and they are now rebuilding under the dependency of Israel. And Israel has a pretty powerful army. So intervening in Syria does not seem to be the best option either. I think we're going to probably try to ease tensions in Syria. One thing I can do right here, we have an estimate for this terrorist attack in eastern Aleppo that was on September 30th. 89 dead. Estimated damage, 230 million. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and send some emergency aid here. That was, back that up. Alright, 0.23 million. So let's go ahead and send some emergency aid here. I'm just going to actually give them all the money they need, I think. Just go 0.23. 0.23 million. And maybe that'll improve our relations, hopefully. I don't know. Let's see, did that work? Yes. So, we donated $230,000 in aid to Syria, and maybe that'll ease tensions there. In the Balkans, I decided against moving through Albania to Kosovo. Kosovo seems closely aligned to us. We have informants in the Macedonian government, and I am still simply just waiting for the Macedonians to do something sneaky, and then I will attack them. And I'll continue to try to keep them out of all international organizations that I'm involved in. And I might end up moving troops towards their border. We have hostility with them. Maybe just to provoke the Macedonians into doing something. I don't know. We still have terrorist forces in our country. We're going to try to go ahead and eliminate them. 3 guys left there, 4 guys left there. Just got to get those guys. So hopefully we can get rid of them. And that basically leaves the only target to be this guy right here, Lebanon. Lebanon, who is not aligned with anyone. They don't even have an alliance with Iran, even though the Iranians support the Hezbollah. I don't know if that's actually a function within the game, but Iran might be supporting them financially. I don't know. We'll see. But we did find out some dirt on them, and so I think we're going to eventually do some sort of military. We're going to try to go to the UN and get some sort of UN Security Council resolution against Lebanon that will allow us to invade the island. I did some comparison between Lebanon and Greek forces in between episodes, and I just took a look. I don't have a conflict, so I can't put it up on the screen for you guys. I can go through the comparisons down here, but it might take a while. But we saw before that Greece has 144,000 troops, while Lebanon has 60,000. As far as tanks, the Greeks have a lot more tanks. I'm not going to go through all this, but the Greeks have 4,000 tanks compared to the Lebanese 557,000. Lebanese do not have any missile launchers in their country. We have 263 fighters. They only have 15 fighters at these 4 air bases. So that actually is an air force we might be able to wipe out pretty quickly. And 15 fighters and 9 helicopters. And as far as the Navy, with these 4 naval bases, which made me think that they might have a large Navy, they actually only have 4 cruisers, no submarines. So our submarines positioned here, east of Cyprus, should be able to handle any type of naval foray into the Levant here. So if they try to pull any of their cruisers out of these ports, we're going to be able to hit them pretty hard. So I'm not going to even worry about hitting the ports. I'm going to try to bypass the ports. And I'm going to target the air bases right away, I think. And if the debate is, should I wait for this air base right here, or should I act right away? If I can act right away, well, if I wait for the air base, and we have 2 air bases in range, I'd probably separate the fighter wings, divide them in half on these air bases. I can put all my fighters in these 2 air bases and simply just have 2 wings per air base, each targeting a different base. Or 3 wings from this base could target 3 bases, and then we can use our cruisers to target another base if we're going to jump the gun and do it before this air base. If we do it before the air base, if we don't do it before the air base, we have a long time to go. And I'm worried about Israel having a conflict, tensions with Lebanon, and I'm worried that if they find out that the Lebanese have been supporting terrorists before we reveal it, then they might be able to get the UN intervention against them. Anyway, either way, I do need to start moving my troops into position, as well as probably tanks too. So I'm going to start this episode with some troop movements, and let's go ahead, and there are 17,000 here. I want to get at least 100,000 troops, and I don't know if there's like a maximum capacity for these bases. 5,000 troops. So we got about 30,000 troops on the way. There's another 10. Let's send them. That's 40,000. 22,000. I'm sending all of them. That should be 60,000. That's about as many troops as they have, the Lebanese. And we'll start moving troops away from the border here, I think, too. 20,000 there. Let's go for 15. So 60. That's 75,000 en route. There we go. Oops. Ah. $75,000 troops for now. I think that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and send 85,000 troops. Ah. There we go. There we go. 85,000 troops on their way. And we've got Ooh, close to 500 tanks. We should probably get some more. 496 tanks. Sure, let's go ahead and get them. That'll give us about 1,000 tanks versus their 500 tanks. With twice as many tanks, almost twice as many infantry, and that should help. Also helicopters. I'd like to get some helicopters in there. No helicopters there. We have commandos too, and I might use the 12 helicopters there. 5, 3. $42 fighters. Let's move the fighters down here. That'll give us about 100 fighters. 46. Alright, so massive redeployment of forces to the island of Crete to position us for the invasion. Oh, there are some domestic issues I want to handle. Sorry. I've been dealing with a lot of heat politically. Popularity has dipped down to the 80s, 81%, which is really low for me. I'm usually used to being at 90 or 100. So there are two specific enemies that we've been dealing with. One is the Pacifist Union, which has been leading all the resistance against our military expansion and our military buildup. So it's going to be time to intervene. We're going to do a little investigation of these. Intervene in the interior here. We're going to go ahead and see if we can investigate this pacifist leader. See what he's got. Any dirt on him. And I actually could look it up there, but I'm not going to right now. So let's confirm. That's not the pacifist leader. Where are you? There you are, Pacifist Union leader. Ooh, he really doesn't like me. Look at that. Real hatred there. He's been leading all the riots and demonstrations against this. Pacifist Union leader, Alexio Kilikis. Alright, so we're going to target him for investigation. And then the other person who's been hitting us hard is the satirical humorist. There he is. Alright, Spyros Kakis. Let's target him for an investigation too. So we're going to try to investigate these two guys, see if we can expose them for any type of scandals or anything like that. The next option is I want to raise my popularity, and in order to do that, I am going to try to pass a bill, another tax bill. And it looks like we're ready for the company turnover tax. If you go in here, if we raise that 1%, the polls tell us that we can get that passed with 60%, and most people will generally like it. So I'm going to go ahead and do a new reform. I was going to try to reduce the Social Security payments for, again, but I don't think I need to do that with this. This is going to be a 1.4% increase in tax revenue. Tax reform 2018. So this should be a 1.4 billion dollar increase in tax revenue that we'll get through. We'll get passed. This is going to have certain benefits. We'll be able to several benefits. We'll be able to reduce inflation, which is starting to grow, slow down growth a little bit, which is getting a little fast, and we'll be able to afford the exonerations that I want to do in specific industries to develop, build up certain industries to develop a naval construction industry. That's my next goal. And I am going to attach, to make this a little bit more popular. Ooh, what the heck? Oh, I have to go into, to make it a little more popular, I'm going to go ahead and attach the pornography tax. And this will be popular on the right side. And it looks like most people are for this. And it's not that big of a deal. We're bringing a little bit of revenue, and we got a lot of room for expanding that pornography tax. Let's add this as a token, to increase popularity, because the primary goal in this legislation here is going to be to increase our popularity, and we'll see how much impact it does. I was also considering possibly doing a industrial tax. That's only 5.9 million, but as far as popularity goes, it's not as popular on the right, so no, I'm just gonna wait on that. Actually, let's go ahead and see what the results of these actions are. Troop movements are going to begin. Aircrafts are being redeployed, and any improving in our relations with Syria doesn't really look like it. I guess we'll let the day pass. There's some protests. We were counting on that actually from the federal employer federal union. 418 people. Not that big a deal. Non-violent protest in Athens. Anti-management policy demonstrations, 416 people. Those are business owners. I'm not too worried there. Here's our troop movements redeploying to the island of Crete, which is good, and that is something. I don't know what that is. Care for refugees. Come on, I'm not getting any backing from Syria at all. They're not happy with my aid that I've flew in there. Let's go ahead and meet with Israel. Should I meet with Israel? Did I want to meet? No. Yeah, I did want to meet with Israel. I was going to see if there's anything I could trade with them. Next EU summit in Brussels on November 8th.
Regulate the agricultural budget with the European budget.
Regulate the agricultural budget. I don't know what this agricultural budget does. Does this mean there's more? I guess I could use more investment in agriculture. I don't really understand the dynamics of that agricultural budget and where that money actually goes. Oh, you know what I forgot I wanted to do? Alright, we got some results here. Economic results from the end of the third quarter. Whoa, 4% employment. That hit us pretty hard there.
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last month.
Alright, so
This is a very good figure.
the number, our growth looks great. French missile launchers, 12 French missile launchers delivered. Ha ha ha. Fantastic. That is awesome.
The package has been delivered. The delivery deadlines were met. We are already taking advantage of the equipment.
Excellent. New modern equipment from France. Alright, employment rate is high.
The target is in position and under surveillance 24/7. Data collected by our agents will be regularly updated into the synthesis report that you will be able to review on file from now on.
Nice. Nice.
The target
Same with these guys. Alright. Alright, a lot of things going on here. Additionally, oh, okay, let's pause this for a second. Alright, one thing I forgot I wanted to do last episode was I wanted to see if we can get a forgiveness of debt from the IMF. I'm going to go for about $5 billion on that one if I can. Check out our debt real quick. Currently, this doesn't have a total debt, does it? This does. Should have it. It doesn't have the total debt on the screen. That's ridiculous. Okay. Total debt is right here. $293 billion. And if we go into the debt screen, which doesn't have the total debt, look at that. Oh, employment. I gotta raise that employment rate. Okay. So I might want to do those exonerations early. I'm worried about inflation still, though. Alright. I looked at this. So, $293 billion in total debt. And that includes an $11 billion loan from the IMF. I'm going to try to get $5 billion taken off of that. Some debt forgiveness. So let's go into the UN here. IMF. Ask for a reduction of debt. That is in millions, and I want a $1 billion reduction, so... No, wait, what the heck is that? Right there. $5 billion of debt reduction. The purpose of the IMF is to foster global monetary cooperation, secure financial stability, facilitate international trade, promote high employment and sustainable economic growth, and reduce poverty. All right, so those seem to be all the factors, I guess. It can be, it can grant debt relief to countries that have contracted debt in order to develop. That was us. So let's go ahead and see if we can get some debt reduction of $5 billion and get that rolling. And I guess it's time. I don't think we got any type of bump from the proposing that law at all. So I'm concerned that passing that law may not give us the bump we wanted. When is that law going to be passed? I'm going to go ahead and pass the law first, and then I'm going to propose the exoneration on all those industries that will support. This is on the 16th. All those industries that will support electrical components and steel, which are the two key ingredients to building warships. And as we talk and as things go by, we are slowly rebuilding that airbase. And I'm not going to take any other actions right now. Let's check out the files on celebrities. Aha! Ah, ho, 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 wow. Okay, here we go. Alexios Kilikis, pacifist union leader, Secret Service. Here we go. Okay. Currently monitoring political tendencies, socialist, feeling regard to the head of state, blind hatred towards me, greedy, cunning, and deceitful character. This sounds like a bad guy. Influential figure of great repute. Not very influenceable personality. That's good. Development of instigation. Relatively simple. Not alert target. Secret scandal. Fictitious job. Let's expose this guy. What's that going on with this guy? Alright, satirical humorous. He is a center right. Blind hatred towards me. Greedy, cunning, and deceitful. Very charismatic. Feeling depressed. Seriously sick. Oh. Development of the investigation is difficult. Wary target. However, there is a secret scandal of him swindling. Okay. Let's make scandals, right? Make a scandal relating to a celebrity public. Oh, yeah. A scandal can bring about the fail of a well-known personality, or even his or her persecution, depending on the extent of the scandal. Holding this kind of information can be useful for blackmail. So do I want to blackmail them, or do I want to expose them? Let's meet these guys, and we'll see if we can blackmail them with some dirt. And then I guess I can end the investigations. Alright. Time to meet with you, Alexios. Here we go. Let's set up a meeting. You want to have a conversation with me. And now, I wonder if I get exposed for blackmail. I might just make this scandal with that other guy relevant. Let's just see what happens when we make this scandal public. Okay. This is going to be interesting.
Off we go. Police, justice, and journalists have all found out. The scandal is breaking as expected. I know people who are going to experiment with what Lloyd and Simons back in the day called the dynamic of inextricable links. It goes without saying that the judges are going to love it.
Alright, sounds good. Let's see if we can get him thrown in jail. Then we can shut him up. And we'll just try to bribe the pacifist guy to keep him and his people under control. Ah! Getting hit with warmongering still. Alright. 3 more days until that law gets voted on. We'll see if we get a bump from that, from passing that law. If not, I'm going to go ahead and begin construction on the solar plant and the geothermal stuff. Coffee.
Sure.
Geothermal, I don't know what it's called.
Very kind. This thought is
Turkey. Renegotiate military alliance. I wonder if I could threaten the scandal with him. Land. 1 base.
That would be a pity. Our countries are on friendly terms, and we have everything to gain from staying that way. So I think we should be able to find some compensation, one way or another, in exchange for your discretion.
Compensation sounds good there, buddy. I think land and military base. Hey! Land access. What is going on here? You gotta be kidding me. This is ridiculous. Robert White suggested that there might be something wrong with the diplomatic situation. And he might be right. Alright, so we didn't get anything out of that. That threat was worthless. Okay. Let's get this law passed, and that'll be probably the end of the episode, I think. I want to see the results here. Meeting with the pacifist union leader. Alright, let's get this guy. I'm going to threaten to make the affair public.
You louse!
Haha! Got you! A louse? What the heck is that? Israel. Coffee for you, sir.
Thanks. My ulcer can't.
Oh, bad ulcer, huh?
Very kind.
There we go. Let's conduct a sales trade. Anything that we can purchase. That's what I'm looking for. I want to be able to purchase certain items that might support our naval construction industries. And I don't know where I'm putting my list. There we go. Found it. Alright, so we're looking for... I think I have chemicals. Plastics? Do you have plastics that I can buy from you? Nope. Copper. Copper. No copper. Gold. No gold. Okay, we are running out rare earth oxides. Iron. Iron. I don't see iron here on this list. Or what about rare earth oxides? Basically, you have nothing. So I don't really know what I could really buy from these guys. I guess maybe I could try tanks and see if this keeps the pacifist leader at bay. Actually, I want to wait. I don't want to do this. I wanted to wait for what if we proposed a support agreement with them? No, they refused. Alright, I can't get any agreements, basically. I don't know if there's something wrong, a bug in the game, as suggested. Maybe there is. Let's just see what these results are going to be. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, a lot of things happening here. Alright, hold on, hold on. Reduction of debt accepted. That is fantastic. Alright, Prime Minister is considering your efforts for your country has undertaken with regards to budgetary and financial balance. The Administrative Council has decided, after deliberation, to accept your request. Your current debt in the IMF will therefore be reduced to the amount you propose, 4.1 billion. It looks like this reduction will be distributed over the remaining lifetime of payments. Naturally, the condition of such a gesture is the pursuit of an orthodox monetary policy, which so far you have successfully applied. Good day, Prime Minister. Good news from the IMF. Spy network approaching a Syrian force. I don't want to do that. I'm not interested. Lebanese network confidential information. Oh, more. Oh, wow. I have proof Lebanese government secretly finances an autonomous terrorist league attacking Ethiopia. We're going to go after Lebanon. We're definitely hitting Lebanon hard here. And right here.
The vote was held and the reform was adopted.
Okay, don't think I got a big boost.
Our agents had the chance to carry out a sabotage operation. A sort of Bulgarian opening, if you'll allow me the analogy.
I'm not interested in that right now. Alright, so law was passed in the street demonstration. We barely got a bump from that law. Barely got any type of bump. Alright, that's going to be the end of this episode. Struggling here with popularity.
Business leaders are currently marching through the city.
Yeah, we got that.
The procession is moving through the streets as we speak. The main hardline
Traditional Republic, that's a political party. That was an older message though. And that's an older message from a funeral. Alright, so those messages are now done. The only protest we're experiencing right now is 416 members of the federal the Employer Federal Union, which we're going to go ahead and appease them in the next episode. We're going to give some exonerations for certain industries. That's it for this episode, though. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Please post down below if you have. We're going to get a big bump in our budget. If we haven't, we're already at there. I think that might be it right there, 15 billion. And our debt has reduced. I don't know if we get another bump. That might be from the debt reduction. $4 billion debt reduction. Debt reduction is tremendous. We're doing really well in that category. But popularity is killing me. I think it's the warmongering. We're going to get even worse with warmongering when we invade Lebanon. Alright. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Please like the channel. All right, come on, I gave you 8 for that. Please like the channel and subscribe. I guess that's a different attack. Sorry, like the channel and subscribe if you like the videos, and please share it with your friends. And feel free to post down below. Let me know what's going on. I always appreciate all the support and all the commentary from all the dedicated fans and subscribers. The Council of First Centurion. Thank you for your advice and your suggestions. Please continue. See you guys in the next episode.